And good morning, everyone. Welcome back to NeelyFX. My name is Michael Neely, and this is the channel where we talk about foreign exchange trading, and making money, and prop firm trading, and making money doing all those things. And let's see what we're going to get into first. First, let's get into the risk disclaimer screen. This is the part where we talk about how not to trade Forex. Foreign exchange is risky, and if you are one of the buy and hold type of investors, which I do have some buy and hold accounts, don't get me wrong. It's not. I'm not all in 100% on Forex. I have a backup plan and stuff like that for now. But I do have a very large interest in creating an income from foreign exchange trading. Now, this channel is for educational and entertainment purposes only and does not constitute trading or financial advice. I'm a professional trader, not a broker, trading my own capital. I do not solicit funds, manage client accounts, nor do I hold CFTC or NFA registration. I have held NFA registration in the past. It's about 25 years ago. Forex trading is highly speculative with a high risk of losing some or all of your investment capital. Only trade with funds you can comfortably afford to lose. The CFTC risk disclosure says Forex trading carries a high degree of risk and may not be suitable for all investors. The high degree of leverage can work against you as well as for you. So before trading Forex, carefully consider your investment objectives, experience, and risk appetite. You could sustain a loss of some or all of your investment capital. So with that being said, let's go ahead and get into what's going on. So first we have I'm going to go ahead and throw this blurb out there. I've already signed up for it, but this is the November challenge for Audacity Capital's November trading challenge. It's free, so if you are a trader and want to test your trading expertise and get into some possible prizes, look, $20,000 of free prizes. It's not total. That's not a total prize layout. Total prize layout is first place gets a $3,000 in cash, and the ability to a quarter million, almost $250,000 of ability challenge. Which, if you beat the ability challenge, then that gives you the opportunity to make, with a 10% return goal per month, $25,000 per month. Now that's also a goal, and that's how it's supposed to work. You will sustain some losses though, because it's market goes up, market goes down, it's all over the place. So that's what the prize layout looks like, and you get all sorts of discounts and fun if you don't. If you don't trade, if you don't get to be the number one. I have looked at the leaderboard for the October's layout the October's leaderboard that I already blew. Let's go to inactive ongoing competitions. And something that I noticed is that a lot of traders on the very beginning went into it hot and heavy, and were in one day we're having $20,000 and $40,000 returns on gold. That's because gold was on a very sharp uptick at the beginning of October. And these are not quite as huge. So now they've got an cumulative of P&L of $52,000 for the number one trader. He's in Bangladesh, it looks like. So there are some people that are trading and doing well with this. 43%. That's a really good profit margin for 1 month too. That's huge. Main thing he's trading is gold. Imagine that. Matter of fact, gold's all across the board. It's what everyone's trading. It's what everyone's trading up right now. So, good for them. Good for them. Let's get into what is going to happen today with stuff. That's gold. We're not going to start with gold. We're going to start with the DXY. Let's see. The DXY. This is the dollar index. It shows what's going on with the dollar, whether it's going up or going down. And right now it is just kind of hanging out about 98.85. If that candle holds for another, 3 hours, just got started on the 4-hour chart, so that just got started. Let's take a look back off a little bit and look at the daily. I'm off from my day job today, so I've got a chance to kind of spend a little bit more time on this. So the video is going to be substantially longer than yesterday's. Yesterday's was super fast. So we have 4-hour trends are going up. Daily support trends are going down. Trend line there, trend line there. So it's looking like we're going to get a little bit of an uptick, maybe not. We'll see how this bar turns out today. Still has 11 hours to go on it. So we'll see how that goes. Dollar's looking strong today, though. In fact, the currency strength meter, dollar is the strongest currency in the world right now. So we'll see if that holds up for the rest of the day. I think we've got Forex Factory up here. Henry was trying to get in my coffee earlier, so he got a little bit of water and then flew away. Let's see, he was trying to drink water while I was filling it up, so I think he got a little freaked out. So what's going on today? Canadian CPI. We'll see what's going on with them. See how their inflation outlook looks, so to speak. Government shutdown is still going on in the United States. As a matter of fact, now let's go to Kalshi and see how long a government shutdown is going to last. Let's see how long we can go without government data. The record government shutdown is 35 days. That was in Trump's first term in 2019-ish, I think, right before the COVID thing took over. Well, how long did the government shutdown last? More than 40 days, 47% chance. More than 35 days, 67% chance. That one is a big uptick from yesterday. More than 45 days, more than 40 days. Is it going to be a record? Yeah, yesterday it came down to 37%. Now it's back up to 38%, so more than 40 days. Yes, for 45 cents. Or 3.5 interest. How about that? I've never traded, I've never done this. I'm betting on Kalshi yet, but it is very, very interesting. So let's get back to Forex. Let's see, here we have I'm a big college football fan though, so it's not out of the world that are going to be doing that. So dollar is still the number one currency in the world, showing dollar strength this morning, which means we're seeing a downturn in the euro versus the dollar. Now this candle here is a reversal candle. If it holds above that Bollinger Band, then it's going to be time to go on top. We're going to have a trade and mean reversion strategy come in about 116.29. It's not raging. It's very range bound right now, so that's where I would look for the mean reversion strategy to come in. Put a buy stop about 116.30 and see what happens there. That's an idea. It's a trading idea. Let's see. Dollar versus the yen. Look at that. Dollar is versus the yen is outside of this range, which means outside of the 2 deviation Bollinger Band, which means it is a more of a bullish type market. It's a little bit raging a little bit more. It's starting to break out of the range a little bit. Long-term support here. When I went to sleep last night, it was about 150.80. Now we're up about 100 pips on that. So lots of dollar strength going on right now, especially versus the yen. Where's the yen on this thing? We didn't look. Yen is down there at the bottom. How about that? So that's going to be the most obvious pair to get returns on this morning. Let's again see if this market holds up. We're getting into the lull between the London and the New York markets. The London calms down about 7:30, 8 o'clock, and then New York opens up around 8:30, I think. And then the futures markets open at 9:30, which is another reason why we don't see any action until about 9:30, 10 o'clock. So we've got this going on. Dollar versus the yen is looking good. I would be watching for a pullback here unless something astronomical happens, like China-U.S. trade deal. That would send the dollar versus the yen soaring. But we're still looking for a pullback for interest rate adjustment on the part of the Bank of Japan. Not sure if that's going to happen or not. We'll see what happens. Let's go to the daily real quick, see what the daily looks like. Wow, look at that candle. That's a nice candle. And once it starts getting into here, getting into these resistance trend lines, I expect it to come back down. May come down before then. Who knows? But we definitely need to move that trend line out a little bit forward. Further, as soon as we get a top on that, we don't have a top on it yet, so we're not going to move that yet. Let's see, pound versus the dollar daily. Staying right in between these trend lines. How about that? It's funny how things trade like that. So I drew this trend line Sunday, maybe even before that. The Forex trend line. So we're seeing them respect the trend lines. It's amazing how that works. Let's see. Get down to the 4 hour. And the 4 hour, here we go. We have more dollar strength and pound weakness. It's starting to do the same thing as the euro is. If it closes above that Bollinger Band line right there, the bottom Bollinger Band, then we're going to look for a mean reversion, watch for a reversal. And that, and again, not sure if that's going to happen yet. It may happen, may not happen. Who knows? We've got another 2 hour and a half before that candle closes, so we'll see what happens with that. Pound versus the yen, not as enthusiastic. Look at that, not as enthusiastic at all. As a matter of fact, it's getting up into this sell range, so we're going to be looking for a lot of selling for the pound versus the yen. Wait for that candle to complete, which is another hour and 22 minutes, and then we'll see what happens after that. We're going to, might be good to come in about right there, or 202.94 would be a good place to come into. See if you can catch a 150 pip downward move, because that is very range bound. Draw a line right there, draw another one right there. Actually, it's sliding down a little bit, not much, but probably draw a pitchfork in there and see what happens. All right, dollar versus the CAD. Let's look at the oil markets first. Perking up a little bit, coming off this strong resistance right here, which I don't know why I have that. Oh, it's the daily support trend line. How about that? Oil's bouncing right off that daily support trend line and coming right back up. That's on the 4 hour. So expect it to come up to at the monthly support trend line. So it is deviated from the monthly support trend line. Interesting. But it's bounced right off that daily at 55.12. Huh, how about that? So after that, we're going to go to the CAD versus the yen. That's where I left off. Again, very indicative of the oil market. Got watching a lot of parallels. And this one's raging just like the American dollar versus the yen. It's outside this outer band here, which means it's bullish, bullish trending, I think. Yeah, bullish trending. About to drink Henry's water. So that's a very nice bullish trend on that this morning. So might want to get on top of that and then get ready to sell once it hits about 108. I got a little ways to move, about 70 pips. Might be worth a trade. Might be worth a shot. Then we have news coming up here. Well, what about just that one? Oh, the balance of trade. So balance of trade, and then over here we have inflation rate. So we'll see what's going on with Japan. Aussie versus the dollar. Let's see what we got here. Again, more dollar strength. It's driving the Aussie down since it's the denominator on this. Again, not my favorite trade. It's right there in the middle. I wouldn't touch it because it's right there in the middle of the Bollinger Bands. It's indicating not really going anywhere. 48.12 on RSI and very shallow range at 21 pips per 4 hours. Not my cup of tea, so to speak. It's just not a whole lot going on with that trade right now. All right, had to get some more coffee. Because coffee is delicious. That's what's going on here now. Now, let's see. What have we got here? There, that's better. I have the Aussie versus the dollar. Let's get into gold now. Gold. Look at that. Gold showing some pullback. Looking like it's a top. It doesn't look like anybody wants $4,500 gold. Right here at the top is at 43.79. I think is the high on that. 43.81 is the all-time high. And it looks like it's coming down a little bit. A lot of people, it looks like the powers that be, the Goldman Sachs's of the world, the central banks, don't want to see $4,500 gold or $5,000 gold. I know a lot of pundits that are not as financial are screaming that they do not want to see $5,000 gold. That means something's going to break with the world's financial system, and it might. And this is still screaming a warning, though. You just cannot. Governments need to start paying attention to this because we'll be staring at a lot of social upheaval. Usually comes with major economic upheaval, so we don't want to see that. But that is scary right there. It's $4,200 gold, and it's sustaining at $4,200 gold. We'll see if it comes down. But on the big scale of things, it is very scary. On the bright side of things, it looks like it's starting to get range bound. So that will be interesting to see if that goes range bound. Silver is also coming down a little bit. So we might be seeing a decline on the metals a little bit, which might be about time, maybe not. I still love silver. I collect it anyway. So regardless of what the price of silver is, I'm still a buyer at 50. I'm still a buyer at 16. I'm still a buyer at 100. You know, I buy silver because I like having these things. And this one is a Mint State 70 2020S emergency release. It was done from during the times of COVID. And probably sell that coin for about $150 right now if I really wanted to sell it. But I don't want to sell it. I like them. Let's see. Other than that, that's about all I've got for today. Silver is coming off a little bit. Starting to get some lower highs and lower lows, which means it may be starting to tick downward. Starting to see a downturn in silver. It would be fun to see it coming back down to 36. But in the 30s, that would be nice. And then I would like to see gold come back down to 2,000 at least, because that's $4,200 gold. Is just to me that's scary. But at any rate, we still profit. We can still profit from it though. So you guys, that's about all I got for today. If you like this video, then like it. Click the little thumbs up thing icon. If you want to see more of these videos, then by all means subscribe, and then you'll get notifications on when I release new videos. And also, if you got any comments, feel free to comment below, and I'll get to it as soon as I can, as soon as I see them. Well, I'm going to go check out my comments now, in fact, and see what's going on, and I will talk with you later. Bye.